Hey Paul, so what are we doing here today?
Oh man, this house brings me back, I think like 4 or 5 years ago when I met the owner, Santi.
Yeah.
He's the architect who designed this house. He's also Colombian.
Yeah.
So we had that connection.
Doesn't feel like we're in Venice right now.
No, I know. I mean, this area of Venice is called the Big Lots of Venice, right? Because it has 10 to 11,000 square foot lots.
Yeah. It feels like a jungle.
Yeah, it is.
And also maybe not just today, but when the sun is out and all its glory, it's just, yeah, it's stunning. It turns to paradise down here.
Yeah. Well, let's go check
check
it
it
out.
out. Let's do it.
All right. Hey guys, I'm Paul Salazar.
Christian Hose.
We're with Compass and we're here to present you our newest listing in East Venice, 1378 Appleton Way. Christian, tell us more about this house.
Yeah, so this house was built in 2010. Our client, the seller, is an architect, so everything you'll see within the property is done to an amazing finish and quality. We'll talk a little bit about some of the products and the material throughout the house as we go through it, but it's just a stunning house. It's just under 5,000 square feet. Around 11,000 square foot lot. So one of the big lots here in Venice, in prime Venice.
Yeah, I love this street too, Appleton, because there's nobody that can park on your side of the street.
No.
So there's nobody here.
It means also with the traffic, it makes it much easier, right?
Yeah.
Because you're only one side you can park on the road.
And we're going to give you an intimate tour. We've talked to the owner, who is who's the architect.
Yeah.
And he gave us a little bit of background on his inspiration behind the build. So let's go.
Yeah,
inside.
let's go and check it out.
All right. So he spent a lot of time thinking about this design of the entrance.
Yeah.
He really wanted to be inviting, and he didn't want to expose the entire house.
No.
But he did want to show some parts of the house.
Exactly.
That was so important for him.
Yeah, and you know, both the husband and wife are entertainers, and this for a way was the way they would walk into the house. He spent a lot of time around the decor, the exterior wood, to really get a flavour of what it looks like when you enter the house.
Yeah, and I love the exterior siding.
Yeah.
It's imported from Brazil. It's called Muracatilla, and it's
You pronounced it right.
I did. I know that was really hard. There's also a great office space here, which we'll show the viewers a little bit later on. But let's walk them through this front here.
So in total, we have 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. There's also the option to convert by either the yoga or the office studio into a bedroom as well, and you have a very beautiful guest house out the back, which I'm going to show in a sec. So it's just under 5,000 square feet.
Yeah, I love the entrance here. This is concrete tile from Ogasian, and this was an important part of their design. As you enter the house, it is a glass door. He didn't want to show you the entire house all the way through the backyard. A lot of these houses actually have that view where when you're walking in, you can see the whole house all the way to the backyard. So there's not a lot of privacy. So he really wanted to incorporate this area as being a really big foyer, which is really large. You can see a really nice bench here. So it's almost like a mudroom as you walk into your house. And he designed all this.
Yeah.
All the bookcases you see, all the built-ins were designed by the architect, and he said that he really loved that part of the house.
Yeah, exactly. And actually his brother's done a lot of the art, the paintings in this house. And you'll see there's artwork throughout, and it's beautiful. Really complements the style of the property.
Yeah, so let's go through here. Again, like we said, they love to entertain, and one of the cool things here, Christian, you want to open up that side, is check out this bar. That is really cool. We took out most of the bottles here, but this is a really cool bar. So as you greet your guests in here, you offer them a drink, a tea, a shot of aguardiente, which is a Colombian alcohol, which you know of.
Yeah.
You know, and this is kind of the main shot of the house.
This is the money shot.
Yeah, this is the grand living room, dining room, kitchen. Again, they love to entertain, so having this indoor-outdoor flow. We're not going to show you the backyard yet because that's, we're going to save the best for last. But check out these huge ceilings.
Mm. And just coming from the entrance to here, just getting hit with this, I mean, let's see, today it's not that sunny, but you'll have the sun coming through the windows, the backyard, which we're going to show you in a sec, is stunning. And having high ceilings and a big area to entertain is just a perfect indoor-outdoor living. Yeah,
and he talked about showing the skeletons of the house.
Yeah.
So if you can see these beams that support the house across, that's what he's calling the skeletons of the house. He really wanted to expose the skeletons and show you what's the inside of the house, but expose them in a beautiful way. Yeah. So this is a one-of-a-kind house. We're not talking about a spec house. This is a custom house built here in the Big Lots. We've seen some sales here in this section up to $8.25 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is it's a very well-known area for a lot of the families that actually live in Venice, west of Lincoln, that are in the smaller lots. And once they have 1 or 2 kids, they want to move over here because you have more land, you have more space for the kids.
And that's it. I mean, so this was built 2010. So the seller, our client, is the architect who built this from the ground up. You know, it's an architectural gem. It's very bespoke to a very unique kind of person by a family that want to live here. And you'll see throughout the house, you know, what I mean by that with the style.
Yeah, and again, so when he talked about this space, he wanted to design a space where when they're cooking, they can talk to their guests, if they're making drinks over here as well, and you got this really great room. But it's not like a lot of the typical large houses nowadays where this room is just ginormous and it doesn't feel intimate. This room feels intimate. You do have the high ceiling, so you have that volume, but it's not a massive space. I mean, it is big, but it's within scale, which is what I like about this house.
Yeah, and I love the fact you say you've got the open plan kitchen, you've got the entertaining area here. So, you know, when we speak to our clients, they've had, you know, many dinner parties, and it's such a beautiful space to entertain.
So let's walk around here. I mean, top of the line, Gaggenau appliances here. You have your freezer, you have your fridge. We walk around here, and this is a great space. I like how it feels. It's not over the top. You don't have the marble countertops like a lot of these newer houses have. It's kind of downplayed. You have a lot of woods. It feels natural. And he also talked about the clay, American clay walls that breathe. He said that they're like breathable walls, and they create some kind of ion, you know, exchange. And so when you're coming to this house, you have this like energetic calmness as you come into the house.
And it has a very like organic feel. Everything, all the material, the products, you know, just the feeling of the house is very, very organic. It's very neutral. The colours are very, you know, everything kind of is very earthy, and it adds to the character and the charm of the property.
Yeah, and on the other side over here is 3 Fleetwood sliding doors. So you have great indoor-outdoor flow, which is really nice. Yeah. So let's walk them through kind of like a butler's pantry area. You have more cabinet space through here. You got a walk-in pantry on this end. And I like this, you know, you have access to the outside. So if you have your trash can, you know, you want to take it to the trash, you go through here. I like the office here as well. There's several spaces for an office, as you know, that front room or the ADU could be an office. But this is really close to the kitchen. So you can have your monitor here, do some work. And this goes out back to the foyer.
Yeah. And then this takes us to this beautiful Japanese style Asian bathroom.
I love this bathroom. Yeah. This is when I first saw this bathroom, I was like, oh, this is going to be a really cool shot. And we have some really cool photos of this space.
Yeah. And actually speaking to our clients, they, you know, not only is it beautiful and it's very authentic and it's, you know, it's that Japanese Asian style. It's also, there's direct access to the side here, which means that you can have, you know, access to the pool without having to come back through the house. So if you've got kids, you've got dogs, you've got animal, whatever it might be, you don't have to worry about the, you know, come through the house. So that's a beautiful way to come be in the pool, come here, side of the house, shower up, maybe do a little cold plunge. And it's a great setup.
This is just beautiful. He talked about picking these glass tiles throughout all the bathrooms because these are classic. We've seen these glass tiles in probably 1950s homes, but they're beautiful. And he talked about how he wanted to choose the colors to be natural colors, so that when you're nude, they almost like complement your body, which is really cool. So there's a lot of thought in this house, which I love.
This color you say is stunning. Like, it's just such a beautiful color, quite unusual, but it just complements the house.
It does, and I love this color too as well. So let's walk through here, and this goes right into the downstairs guest room. So you can have different areas for your guests to stay in. They can stay in this space here, which I like how he has it kind of separated from the house. So your guests feel privacy, right? And they have the Japanese style bathroom.
And direct access also from you know, don't have to go back through the main house.
Correct.
If they want to, they can come straight out here to the front.
Yeah.
So again, a nice, if you want to keep it private, it's a great setup.
Yeah, they can also use this room outside here, which could be an office. I love this room here. This is actually where I met Sati for the first time. He was working in his office. So let's walk the viewers through here. So we're going through the main walking area as you walk in from Appleton into the main house. But this is pretty big. This is probably like 400 square feet, I would say, almost like the size of a smaller 2-car garage. So you get a ton of space here. It could be a bedroom, office. It could be like a theater room. It could be a kid's playroom.
It could be a yoga room. I mean, a yoga little retreat. A Peloton was here before. Yeah. You know, it's the perfect setup for having a choice of, you know, what you decide you want to go with. But I'd love to be able to do some yoga here and relax. You know, it's just so peaceful and quiet.
Yeah, and again, he's showing the skeletons of this house throughout. Not only the main house, but this room as well. Again, we'll see a lot of these built-ins throughout the house. And these floors are also from Brazil. Cumarú wood floors.
I mean, the finish throughout is just amazing. Yeah. Like, it's such high-end quality, and you can feel it, you can seal it. It's you know, it's a really good.
So this is a great flex space. Yeah, as we said. Yeah. So let's walk him to upstairs.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
So let's show them the guest rooms first. Yeah. And then we'll go into the primary after.
Yeah, perfect.
I love this massive hallways. I mean, look how big this is.
Yeah.
The spaciousness in this house is so nice. Exactly. He could have added this into the bedrooms, but he really wanted to really make everything feel nice and spacious. Yeah. You have 2 guest rooms.
Exactly.
Upstairs.
Yeah. So we've got 2 guest rooms upstairs and the primary, and obviously the 1 bedroom downstairs.
Yeah.
And then the option to have, you know, 1 or 2 other bedrooms if we convert the office or the guest house.
Yeah, and both of these rooms were for their kids.
Yes.
And they were designed with, again, built-in desk, which is great.
And this is the American clay, and this obviously you can't feel it, but we can, and it's so smooth. Yeah, and the finish is amazing.
I've never heard of that before. As part of interior, it almost feels like a Venetian plaster in a way, but it's a beautiful kind of, again, warm and natural, organic feel to it. Earthy feel. So this is the other guest room here. I think they're both kind of similar size, and then this space here we love. Yeah,
love this.
This is right above the entrance. Really large. This is probably like 500 square feet. Yeah. This could be multiple things. This is actually staged, so we wanted to do an outdoor living space, outdoor dining space, but it could be a kid's. You can put a ping pong table here.
An outdoor gym.
Outdoor gym. You can put a cold plunge here. Yeah. It's a really nice space outside of the backyard for the kids, almost in a way, right? Because you have these 2 rooms here. And so you have the space. Yeah.
But also, you know, being out here, you can it's so peaceful and quiet, and you've got all the you know, the greenery, and it's just a beautiful space to either entertain, to relax with, you know, with yourselves, your children, whoever it might be, you know. So
I love the planters too.
Yeah.
On the outside. So you have these not only on this deck, but also on the primary balcony overlooking the backyard. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Again, also Fleetwood sliders, Fleetwood sliding doors and screens, really high quality. Before we hit up the primary bedroom, let's show them. This is like the laundry area here. Yeah. Again, it's got the built-ins. Mm-hmm. Got the built-ins for the laundry, the washer and dryer, which I like.
And the linen and the bed sheets all sit in here, and then we have the bathroom.
This is the full guest bathroom for the 2 guest rooms.
Exactly.
I love the glass tiles in there. Really spacious bathroom, and a great tub as well.
Yeah. Perfect.
All right, well, let's go show them the primary.
And just before we enter into the primary, we've got this space up here. Again, the beautiful thing about this property is that the floor plan works really well. Yeah. So you have the opportunity to kind of make these spaces your own, depending on what you want to do, right? So this is here, you got with the couch, you got the TV, a great area just to kind of relax.
Really intimate space.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. On a Saturday night, watching Netflix, just chilling out.
Exactly, because downstairs you have that really large great room. Yeah. But over here, if you want to have, you know, more of an intimate space to watch TV, watch a movie, this is the spot.
This is the spot.
And again, built-ins everywhere. I mean, these are you don't see these in spec houses. This is only in a custom house. And beautiful wood. They just refinished these too. Yeah. So they refinished all this wood over the last couple months.
Yeah. So it generally takes, from what Santi was saying, like 3 to 5 years, depending on where the wood is, the exposure to the sun, the salt. And they've just recently reoiled most of the property. Yeah. So it's all, as you see, that it's all in amazing condition, which is great for, and for the buyer coming in now, they don't have to worry about that for,
sure. And these bookcases
couple of years.
Yeah. Beautiful bookcases. This does remind me of like a Colombian house in Medellin.
They're obviously very well read.
Yeah, they read a lot of books for sure. All right, so we always like to save the best for last in the house and check out this large primary. Again, built-ins throughout, and he really wanted to do the built-ins because he knows that, you know, you have a lot of stuff. If you don't have built-ins, then where are you going to put all your stuff at? It's going to be out and about. He really wanted to have a space for all the stuff so that what's outside is just more like art or, you know, things that will look good.
Exactly.
Yeah, but this is a great room.
Beautiful room, beautiful, big, spacious, high ceilings again, as it is throughout most of the property.
And then from here, I mean, it's very well lit as well. You got the windows facing west and south. So in the morning, you get the sunlight coming right into your bed. So you get that morning light into your eyes, and then in the evening as well, you get the sunsets on this side. So you get the sun in this room all day long.
Yeah, and that's the same with the backyard. You pretty much have the sun throughout the whole day, and then in the evening it just becomes, you know, transformed.
And you have this really nice long balcony in the primary overlooking your backyard, which is really nice, and that wraps around to the primary bath. But first, you got a large walk-in closet with a skylight.
But it's a great space.
It's a great space, yeah. And again, spaciousness. Yeah. This is a really large primary bathroom. Love the shower here.
And the bathtub as
again,
well.
the same glass tiles throughout.
Yeah.
Nice tub. Same exposure out to your
bath,
backyard.
Candle, relaxing. Yeah. I mean, it's stunning. Yeah. It's beautiful primary. Yeah. And then you said this leads out to the primary bathroom balcony, which wraps all the way through to the primary bedroom.
I love the space out here, and it's this balcony goes the extent of the house. Yeah. You can see the skeleton of the house again.
Exactly right.
Throughout here, these beams that are peering out, and I love this here.
Yeah.
Really nice.
A great spot just to enjoy the sunshine, read your book.
And it's super private.
Yeah, I mean that's it.
Nobody's looking here.
No one's looking in, which is amazing.
You can put like a day bed here, take a nap, get some sun as well. Yeah. And now that we've shown you the main house, let's go show them the backyard, which is really the key here. It is the best part of the house. Backyard. This is the magic here of this house. Obviously, you know, a large 11,000 square foot lot around there. Again, we're not on the corner, so there's not a lot of noise. Very quiet over here.
It's very private as well.
Yeah.
There's no one looking in, which is great.
And he talked about building this really nice, like patio concrete floor to almost give the interior light. So he's saying in the morning and the afternoon when the sun is hitting this concrete pad, it's reflecting that light into the house. How cool is that?
I mean, not today.
Yeah.
We've got the haze, but on a beautiful afternoon, the amount of sun that comes through and comes into the property is stunning. Yeah. And we've been here in the afternoon, especially late afternoon, and it just feels like you're in a completely different world, you know, with the sun and all the greenery and the flowers and the hummingbirds. I mean, it's magical.
And there's so many spaces to entertain here.
Yeah.
You have this outdoor living space with a gas fire pit. So you can have a lot of guests here. Yeah. And the views from each part of this house, I mean, it's so cool.
It is.
I love it.
And the fact you say, again, indoor, outdoor living, right?
Yeah.
The fact you can literally come from there to here, entertain, be in the pool, be by the little fire, be able to go back inside.
Yeah.
It's just very convenient. It's a really beautiful setup.
And from any part of this great room, you have access to the living room, access to the dining room, access to the kitchen, which is awesome. Yeah. And then you have the outdoor dining area right here. He also had a massive hammock.
He did.
Right here. I mean, it was huge.
I know. And actually, hopefully we'll get it back because it'd be the perfect spot again with the sun and everything else.
And check out this grill. This thing is massive.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely Latin. I'm sure that he's cooked a lot of carne asadas here in this barbecue.
But what a great spot for this with the pool and the outdoor air and the barbecue. It's just very well done.
And how about this really cool stone step here? I love that.
Yeah.
And the pool, really good sized pool. I love this bench seating that goes all the way out there. It's got the jets, as you can see, that will come up and actually push the dirt, so it's self-cleaning. Yeah. It also has an electric pool cover as well. Yeah. So if you have young kids, don't worry. There's a pool cover that goes all the way here.
Exactly.
Oversized hot tub. You can fit probably 12 people here.
A few breaststrokes up and down the legs of the pool, you know. So
you can probably put like a little jet over there so you can kind of swim against.
Yeah. So it's a great size pool.
But this view here. It's beautiful.
It's such a unique property, and you know, not just the interior but also the exterior. You know, having this in your house, you know, especially on a summer's evening, it's just a beautiful setup.
And let's talk about this space here because you have a ton of space. It's kind of hard to tell because there's a lot of, you know, you got the rocks here, you got a lot of trees. But if you wanted to put a sports court here,
Yeah.
A pickleball court here. You have plenty of room to put a whole pickleball court here on this side of the house.
Yeah, exactly.
And still have room, or put grass in here.
Exactly.
So you have, or you know, there's options here, which is really nice. I love this little outdoor setup here. You have the lounge area here. You have an outdoor dining bench out there, and an ADU, a guest house.
Yeah.
It's a really large ADU. I think around 500 square feet, right?
Just over 500 square feet. Also has a bathroom. And a small little kitchen there as well. So it's perfect for like a guest house, office space, you know, and it's a big size. You see it. I mean, it's almost like its own house.
That's where the in-laws stay.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Away from the house.
Yeah.
Below that is the 2-car garage with alley access. That was another thing that they had mentioned. They didn't want the garage to be in front of the house. No. They wanted that to be a really intimate entrance, and they didn't want to see any cars in front. So they put the garage in the back. Exactly. No driveway in the front, and you can park a car in the front here.
Yeah, so, and that's really important because we know. I mean, parking on the street's fine, but it's also it's so nice to have, you know, 2-car garage there. So if you've got friends and family, they can use the street, and you've got your cars there safe and sound.
And what haven't we talked about? I think we can talk about walkability. Because you are walkable to Lincoln, which, you know, back in the day that wasn't a really walkable street, but now it is. You have Zinqué, you have Superba, you have Pilates studios.
Amazing schools around here as well. Yeah, I mean, literally Mulgrove there, right?
Yeah, really close. You also have solar panels on this house as well. We're not going to show you the ADU though.
Not yet, no.
No. You're going to have to come and see it for yourself. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.
Bye guys. Bye-bye.